Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of World of Warships Replays. Today we're playing ranked in a Shima, and I'm up against a Gross First, 2 Des Moines, a Minotaur, 2 Shimakazes, and a Yu Yang. Now, worth noting, Des Moines will definitely have radar. The Minotaur more than likely, and the Yu Yang can and a lot of times does carry radar. So, let's see what's going to happen in this battle. I'm in the Shimakaze, tier 10 Japanese destroyer, recently buffed, and really my choice to play these ranked battles. This battle is around rank 7, I think it is. Doing my best to get to rank 1, but so far, not much luck. We're debating what to do here, what the smartest way to go is, and as you can see, I'm choosing to go towards the A cap, and then maybe see if I can circle around. The reason for this is that my experience is that the C cap gets radar a lot, and going in there with a Shimakaze is pure suicide, so I choose not to suicide this time. If you have played World of Warships before, or you're playing it currently, I should say, you know what the little white arc means. That is showing in the screen about 2/3 up. That's the radio direction finder. It shows you the direction between your ship and the nearest enemy ship. And this is important. I use it a lot, especially on the Shimakaze, well, basically on any torpedo destroyer. It's an awesome little tool because it lets you find people that haven't been found before. Right now it's pointing off to my left, and that can only be a destroyer because only a destroyer is fast enough to make it out there. And on the minimap you can see that the Yu Yang is spotted at sea. So the only thing that can be out here is Shimakaze. Now I'm not really worried because I have a Z52 right behind me. He helped me cap, or I helped him, whatever. And the Zs are very versatile. They're decent gunboats, they have decent torpedoes, and more importantly, they have a hydro, which is basically a funny way of saying that they have sonar. Anyway, as you can see, my radio position finder, or direction finder I should say, is pointing straight down the screen, and I have decided to send some torpedoes that way, just to see what I can hit. The opposite DD is not running the same skill, otherwise I'd be detected. Well, I know I should say, yeah, detected. I think it's as they call it. Anyway, that means you're not spotted on the map, but there's also a little white arc pointing in your direction. I held there for a little while, fired some volleys of torpedoes. I'm holding one set of torpedoes behind, and we're splitting the island between us. The Z is going down one side, I'm going down the other side, and one of us is definitely going to run into the Shima. I look back there to look back at the torpedoes the Shima fired, and they're still running, which means the Shima must be relatively close. And the thing with close DDs, especially when you run straight into that little pointer, is that you're going to find him quickly. There he is. Alright, he fires, he misses, I fire, I don't, and then I kind of turn, so two turrets are not looking at him, and he gets a good hit in on me, so basically we're running even Steven. Took his engine out, that's always good fun. He repaired immediately, and now he does what most DDs do in this situation. He turns and pops smoke, which is an awesome thing to do, except that he knows that I still have torpedoes, and he also knows that I will torp that smoke if he sits in it, so he runs away from it. Unfortunately, of course, the Z came down the other side of the island, so he's spotting him, and he's spotting him for me, which means I get to shoot him. He doesn't get to shoot me because I'm behind his smoke. And I'm just always thrilled when it works the other way. Alright, I should have been my kill, but this doesn't kill it. That does, and I did, what, 14,500 damage to a little less than 18,000 chip, so I did alright. And a better part is that I only lost 6,000 HP myself. Alright, now for the rest of the battle. If you look at the minimap, you see that it was basically a lemming train to see what the enemy did. And the good news is their flank is open now because we took out their DD. Of course, there is the gross first on this side, but he knows that there's 2 DDs coming for him, so he has to run. And there a Des Moines pops up, and that means that they have basically noticed what's going on, and they know they have to defend the B cap and at least shore up their side there. Alright, Des Moines, bad news. Long duration radar, about just a little less than 11 kilometer range, and you really don't want to get caught in that. So I'm going to start yapping in chat, asking my teammates to kill that thing before it radars me or the Z, and we get annihilated. Of course, you can see the little white triangles going his way. Those are torpedoes. And just as I put down in chat that someone needs to kill him, these torpedoes hit. And there he goes. I mean, that's just awesome service. Can't thank the Minotaur driver enough for that. So, good news, except that, yeah, that's a Des Moines. And he is coming close, and I will be in his radar range if he presses the button. And wouldn't you know it, he presses the button. So, you can't see the torpedo pointers. When you target a ship, you get these white streaks that will tell you if you fire a torpedo that direction and he keeps doing what he's doing, you'll hit him if your torpedoes don't run out. I did have those when I fired these torpedoes. I didn't fire them exactly on the marker, but close enough. And I'm just running away as fast as I can. Running away from a Des Moines gives you the advantage of that you'll run away out of his radar range, which that's always good news. Also, because of the arcs of his guns, you get to dodge them. It takes the shells a long time before they get to you. In the meantime, my torps were on, and he's dead. And that's also an advantage of running away. People tend to forget about the stuff around them, and they chase you down because they want to kill you. And so he completely forgot to turn and ate a volley of torpedoes. Alright, so with him out of the way and the other Des Moines being killed by the Minotaur, we are now looking at we're now looking at a team that only has potential radar in the Minotaur and the Yu Yang. Now, the Minotaur will probably run radar. I mean, in ranked, it's pretty common. I think about 50-50. Same goes for the Yu Yang. I'm not sure at this point what they are running, but as the Yu Yang killed the Shima, you probably is running radar, and if the Minotaur is any good, he'll probably be running it also. But before we get to deal with those two guys, there's this Grosse first. Now, Grosse first has a shit ton of HP, and also has scary as hell secondaries. Now, the guy he's being pretty smart. He's turning and he's slowing down and he's speeding up, and basically making it very difficult for me to guesstimate where he's going to be. Again, you're not seeing the markers, but I can tell you right now I was firing everywhere except on the marker itself, because he was not doing what he was supposed to be doing. Anyway, he eats one torpedo there and gets a flooding. And you look at the damage counter, he's flooding, he's flooding, he's flooding. Oh, that's good. And then you repair it. Nope, he's still flooding. It don't matter. Because before these shells get there, my torpedoes do. He takes 3 and he's dead. Alright, we're up to 112,000 damage already. Still 3 ships to go. 2 destroyers and a cruiser. The Minotaur is a cruiser I love playing. I play it in random battles a lot. I have a decent record in them, and they can do a shit ton of damage in a very short time, especially to destroyers. So I'm a bit cautious, especially because I greatly suspect that this guy is running radar. Now I think one of my teammates is telling me that, yeah, he's running radar, so be careful. But you just have to assume with these guys anyway. Anyway, he's shooting, which is nice. The thing with Minotaurs is their radar range is about the same as their spotting distance. So you see a Minotaur, he gets spotted. He knows, press the magic button, and I can see who's seeing me. But, of course, when he's shooting, his spotting range is greatly increased. Now, as you can see, I do have the torpedo pointer up this time. And I'm basically shooting everywhere except on the pointer, because this guy is just being a real pain in the ass. He's just accelerating, slowing down, backing up, going forward again, turning. So he's going to be anywhere except where that pointer says that he's going to be by the time your torpedoes get there. Not that it really matters. Oh, that's him popping radar. That's me getting out of range, and that's him dying. I like it. All right. So we pick up a high caliber award, which in ranked is not all that difficult to get. We're up to 131,000 damage, which again in ranked, it's not all that hard to get. But if there's only one BB, that's a bit of a challenge, I guess. So now we're down to 2 destroyers on their side, and we basically won. They're still holding the cap advantage, and we're about equal on points, but that does not really show what's going on here. Then, of course, to make matters worse on their part, the Yu Yang is spotted by the Minotaur. Now, our Minotaur is a smoke Minotaur, which, I guess, it can work. But he was so close to the Yu Yang, he's seeing them anyway. So, my shooting is a bit wanky, but still, it's enough to kill him. Boom. And now we're in that really funny spot. Ranked is only 7 versus 7, so getting a Kraken as ranked is really difficult. Because you basically have to kill the whole opposite team. You can only have 2 ships, that can be killed by somebody else. Now, if that kill on the Shima hadn't been stolen by the Z, this would have been a Kraken. But I didn't get that kill, and I really would like to get a Kraken in ranked. It'd be fun, though, right? Wouldn't it? Yeah, it'd be fun. So I'm asking the Shimakaze on the enemy team to let me kill him so I can pick up my Kraken. I'm even willing to pay him, but wouldn't you know it, he just doesn't want to play dice. Now, he is going in. I don't know why he did this. He could just run away, but I guess he figured there's too many points still up for grabs. And he's going to get hunted down anyway, so he's doing the brave thing. And he's going basically out with a bang. He fired his torpedoes into the cap circle in a vain attempt to kill something. He's sitting in smoke, shooting at the Moskva. The Moskva had been shooting, so and that's kind of one of the funny things. He keeps his long shooting range, spotting distance, and the Shima can see him while he's sitting in smoke. I wanted to torp the smoke earlier, but I would have definitely hit our Moskva. This is risky. I really shouldn't have done this, but fuck it. We basically have this battle sewn up anyway. And I do tell him, in chat to be careful and turn the other way, because, well, don't hit my torps. And then, of course, the Shima did a nasty little trick and went around. Now, I missed this volley, and that's really stupid. That should have been a hit, because if it had been a hit, this would have been kill number 5. But, folks, that didn't kill it, and that did. So, no Kraken for me. But still, it was a win. It was a good win. 600,000 plus credits, a lot of experience. Top in the team with 24 something XP. Lots of ships killed, lots of damage done, and lots of Elite Commander XP, as this is a 19-point captain. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.